Here we have a 2020 Mazda CX-5 GS. Has a 2.5 liter inline-4 engine, automatic transmission with all-wheel drive, and only has 18,000 kilometers on the odometer. For the interior, we have your power mirrors, windows, and locks, all found below the driver's door handle. We have a bunch of storage along the bottom by the speaker as well. Nice black-on-black combination for the interior, combination of cloth and leather material for the front bucket seats. The driver's seat is power operated by the switches on the side there as well. Dash beside the steering wheel, and you can see we do have a combination of analog and digital displays for the gauge cluster. On the digital display portion here at the very bottom, you'll see we have 18,205 kilometers on the odometer there. You are able to configure the digital screen a bit, so you can toggle through various different displays for different information you might be interested. This one here is showing the adaptive cruise control, how far forward and backward that is set, and whether or not your lane keep assist or lane departure warning is on or off there. Off to the side, we do have the button for your power liftgate. TCS is your traction control system, so you have that for the toggle. Then the lane departure warning button on the side there, as well as using the toggle as well. On the steering wheel, we do have your Bluetooth and audio controls on this side. On the other side, we do have your adaptive cruise control. For the stereo, you do get AM, FM radio, you have USB and auxiliary inputs, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and when the vehicle is in reverse, this is where you'll find your backup camera with some guidance lines there. In here, you also have what shows navigation. That is something you can have added at the point of sale or anytime afterwards, so in place of that for the time being, you do just have your compass, so it shows your longitude and latitude there. In here, we also have a bunch of different settings. So if we go into this, go to safety, this is where you have your distance recognition system, so that's your adaptive cruise control, SBS, so smart brake support, so your forward collision alert, and then blind spot monitoring. They will show up on either side mirror. You'll see those two squares touching in the corner. That is where your blind spot monitor will illuminate. And then lane keep assist also has your lane departure settings in there as well. Below, we do have your heated steering wheel control. We also have heated front seats. You do have dual zone climate control with ice cold air conditioning, of course. A little storage cubby down there with a 12-volt outlet. Automatic gear select, nice straight line. You do have slap shift if you prefer. Then we do have your sport mode toggle, electronic parking brake, and auto hold. These were the buttons I was using to go through the various different menus. You do have a bunch of shortcuts around the center one as well. And the smaller one off to the side is just for volume, and does have an instant mute when you press down, which is super handy if you're going through a drive-thru or you need to talk to someone real quick. You just, instead of going like this, you just press down, mutes it, and then when you're done, you can turn it back up. We also have two cup holders in the middle. Nice big armrest here, a little removable storage tray as well. In here, you do have two USB ports. One has a little smartphone icon. So if you're wanting to use Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, that'll be the one you want to plug into. You do have an auxiliary input as well as a 12-volt beside that as well. And then the SD card reader here is for your navigation system if you end up upgrading. That's where the information for the navigation will go. Go ahead and put that back. And then you can slide this back and forth if you prefer. Up top, we do have your auto-dimming rearview mirror. In addition, we do have your sunglass holder. We have some dome light controls as well as your sunroof control for the sunroof up top. The CX-5 is equipped with 17-inch steel wheels wrapped in Michelin X-Ice winter tires. The vehicle also has a second set of tires here. They're packed away in these bags. You can see these are the OEM Mazda wheels for the vehicle, and the tires are the exact same size as the ones currently on it, which makes life a whole lot easier. For the exterior color of the vehicle, we do have Deep Crystal Blue Mica. We have some black accenting throughout as well. Up front, you will find that we do have LED headlights. The very bottom in the grille there, we do have your engine block heater tucked away there. Along the bottom of the vehicle, you'll also find a black plastic trim piece. That's to protect your paint from any rock or debris that might get kicked up while driving. We have an LED mounted on your side mirror here for your turn signal, as you can see. We have a button on your door handle for keyless entry, tinted rear windows all the way back, gas caps on the driver's side for what that's worth. We also have four-wheel disc brakes. In the back, we have badging for CX-5 all-wheel drive. The Mazda emblem is right in the middle. And then we have SkyActiv-G, which is the engine of the vehicle. Along the bottom, you will find we do have a dual exhaust, so you do have one pipe on either side. Then to get in the back, press the trunk release button on the key fob, lifts up all on its own. In the back here, you do get a ton of storage space, nice and carpeted throughout. You are able to fold down the rear seats. They do come down in a 40-20-40 split, so you can see how it's symmetrical all along. We also have child seat anchors along the back, which is super easy to get at. And to fold down the center part, you just pull this latch there, folds down nice and flat. And this is super handy if you ever have to pick up lumber, maybe a tree, going skiing or something like that. You can have the long object going through the entirety of the middle of the vehicle, while still maintaining 4 seating in the front. Underneath here, you will find that we do have some extra floor mats. These are the OEM CX-5 ones. Underneath that, we do have a front license plate mount, so if you end up moving somewhere or you already live somewhere with a requirement for a front license plate, you can have that mounted without drilling into the nice new bumper itself. Then we also have your spare tire and any tools that you need to change it in case of an emergency. When you're done, we can just go ahead and fold this all back. Goes nice and flat. You can use the key fob, the button in the interior, or the button on the tailgate to drop it back down. And it'll latch back in place, and you're all good to go. For the rear interior, we have your power window switch below the door handle. You see the tinted rear windows from the interior perspective. Also have some storage along the bottom by your speaker as well. In the back of the CX-5, you do get a ton of legroom and headroom in the back. Same nice combination leatherette and cloth material for the rear seats to match the front. Then we can go ahead and fold this back up. Super easy, you can do it with one hand. And you can also fold down this part here as an armrest, giving you 2 cup holders, as well as a storage compartment in here. And in the compartment, you do have 2 USB ports for the rear passengers. In addition to the child seat anchors on the back of the seats, you do have these cutouts along the bottom, which are super easy to find. You can also look for the little plastic circles along the bottom as well. You also find that we do have storage pockets on the back of both the front seats, as well as climate control vents in the rear for the rear passengers. And then to fold down either side independently of the middle, you just grab lever here, goes down all on its own. And to put it back up, just as easy. And that was the 2020 Mazda CX-5 GS. If you're interested in this all-wheel drive SUV with tons of safety features, you can go to parkmazda.ca to fill out the form to book your test drive. In doing so, we can get you a $25 Visa gift card for coming down. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you soon.